and welcome to Nandi News. My name is Vivian, and today on studio we have a guest who is the CEO of Wezesha Youth Initiative, and he's here to tell us more about it. Welcome.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, so tell us about yourself, your name. Yeah.
Okay, I'm Paul Victor. I'm 28 years old. Grew up in Sierra County. I'm the CEO and founder of Wezesha Youth Initiative.
Okay, so Wezesha Youth Initiative, what really inspired you to start? What was the inspiration behind?
The inspiration behind, we were just finishing campus and we were thinking about our future, knowing very well that employment is an issue in this country. So we thought of ideas on how we can create employment ourselves as a group and also empower youth and women in the country. So that really motivated us, and knew very well we have the skills, but perhaps where to exercise that skill it will take some time. So we decided to register Wezesha Youth Initiative.
Okay, so the goal was to create employment, create a platform where youth can actually do something for themselves.
Sure.
So you keep saying we. So Wezesha is not really about you, it's about there are more people.
Sure. We are a very diverse group. I was studying at Technical University of Kenya, and I was very active in the student leadership. So I used to link up with other student leaders across the campuses within Nairobi. So I managed to influence them to come together and form Wezesha. So we are many people across the political divide, ethnic divide.
Which I think the more diverse you are, the bigger impact that you get to have.
Sure.
With me.
Sure.
Okay, so I want to ask, what is the objective of Wezesha? I understand that your mantra is youth development, empowerment, talent. Have you achieved it so far?
We have got some pillars, 5 pillars we are trying to address. One is employment, which we have a project on youth empowerment. We identify various youth groups, and we try to create awareness on how they can access things like loans to be able to stand firm. We have a project on mental health. We realize that most youth in the country are very depressed, and because of the social issues, the economical issues. So we came up with an idea on how to address the mental health issues. So this one we've been partnering with various organizations dealing with mental health. We also have a project on HIV awareness. We realize young people are really dying because of the deadly virus that is AIDS. So we've been doing a lot of awareness campaign in various campuses, trying to create awareness on how we can cope with those conditions. We have a project on talent development and exposition.
Yes.
This we normally carry out. We do events where we give youth platform to showcase their talent, and we link them with the various stakeholders in the talent development industry.
So really it's about empowering the youth.
Sure.
Be seen, be heard.
Yes.
Okay, so why did you decide Wezesha to become a non-profit organization? Why non-profit?
Understanding it very well, I realized when things to do with the money comes in, the division will not be, there will be division always, because most young people are not well acquainted on financial management. So we decided that we register a non-profit organization where we'll only be united by our ideas, but not money. Yes.
Oh, that's a very good mantra.
Yeah.
Okay, so since it's non-profit, where do you actually source your funds from? Because I understand at the end of the day, you need money.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, most of our projects we've been doing through collaboration, partnership with the relevant organization. Just example, on the issues to do with the mental health, we've been partnering with the Ministry of Health, Nairobi County government. We have some NGOs which has interest in mental health. We also do membership through membership contribution. When you want to do an event or just a session, we fund ourselves. Yeah, and well-wishers through, and even the donation from the general public. Yeah.
Okay, so how long has Wezesha been around for? When did you start?
Yeah, we've been in existence for 2 years now. Yeah, now we're starting our 3rd year since it was registered.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How many members have you gathered so far?
So far, the founder members, we are 24. Then we have registered members across the country. Right now, we are more than 300. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
And what are some of the challenges that you faced running it, starting it? Yeah.
Some of the challenges are mainly financial, because all these require money. You need to get resources to book the venue, to travel, to reach out to many youth outside there. So we normally have that financial challenge. Another thing is we can say the politics of the country, because in some cases you find yourself you have to lean on one side or the other side. So because of political division, there are some areas that you have that feeling that your ideas cannot really say well. Yeah. We've also have the challenge with just disunity among the youth. You realize that young people are really competing for success. So in a life,
competition is healthy.
Yeah, it is healthy, but again, it has its own downside. Yeah.
Okay, now that you've talked about politics,
yeah,
do you think with Wezesha Youth, what are you telling your people in regards to politics of this country, and having in mind that we're going to vote next year, we're going to the ballot as Kenyans?
What I can say, we cannot avoid politics, because it defines every aspect of a human being. What we need to encourage as young people, those who are planning to vote or supporting, they should support our agenda, without dividing us along the ethnic lines.
Okay, support the agenda without dividing. Do you think it's avoidable, really, ethnicity, when it comes to voting?
Sure, it's something possible, because we've seen even people who are maybe they are minority in a certain region winning some seats. So it's not all about the ethnic support, but how you present yourself to the electorate.
Okay, that's really interesting. So for Wezesha, please, what are some of the projects that you've been involved in? I know you have stated about talent search, but I really want to get into mental health, because recently it has become an uproar. So what do you actually do when it comes to mental health?
So mental health, we've been convening forums across the country. What we do, we invite those who are in the mental health sector, like psychologists, behaviorists, doctors. So anytime we have an event, we normally have a tent where youth can access these professional and they get counseled on various issues affecting them.
Okay,
yeah,
that's pretty empowering.
Yeah.
Also, I also noticed that you have been involved in tree planting days and environmental upkeep. Yeah. So tell me about that.
Yeah, so this was a project to create awareness on environment, being that there is that climatic change. You've seen what global warming is in Australia. So we came up with an idea on how we can sensitize various people on how they can conserve the environment and also the dangers that unhealthy environment can cause to them. So we have been partnering with the Nairobi County. We do projects like cleaning of slums. At the same time, we plant trees.
I'm glad that you actually started from home before you actually got out there. So you studied in Venezuela, where you did political science, right?
Yeah, I did my undergraduate in Kenya, that is the Technical University of Kenya. I did Bachelor of Commerce, specializing in business management. Later, I got a scholarship with through the Venezuelan embassy, and that's how I came to pursue political science.
Do you think it gives you an upper hand, especially when it comes to running such an organization?
True, because political science is all about understanding human behavior in relationship to things with politics and governance. So it helps you understand a lot of things that as a leader you have to interact with the many people, with the various ideas, different political stance. So it gives you upper hand, of course.
Okay, so Paul, how does a typical day look for you?
A typical day, I'll say I wake up every day 5:30.
Every day?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
So normally I'm a fan of books. I read a lot of revolutionary books.
Okay.
I think that inspired the name Liberator.
Okay. That's how you call yourself a liberator.
Yes.
Really? What are you liberating us from? What are the people you would rather?
It's just a name I earned during my campus politics. I would say I was a bit radical. So we always rub shoulder with the administration. So there are people who believed in me, and they used to see me as a liberator.
As a voice of the people.
Sure.
Okay, keep going. You wake up at 5:30, read books, and then?
Yes, normally after reading, I do plan myself like a book I can take 2 to 3 weeks. So thereafter, because I take shower is important. I'll prepare breakfast. And get in that day's activity. Like today I plan that I'm having an interview here. So you
really don't have a fixed schedule. That's what you're
saying. Sure.
So every day is a little bit different for you.
Yes.
Which is pretty interesting. So at 28 years of age, I understand you also empower people, teenagers, people at 15, 12. Do you think you relate well with them? Or do you think you need an intermediary? Because if I'm listening to a 28-year-old and I'm 15 years old, there's an age gap.
It's not a challenge because I also passed through these stages, and I did all I can.
When
I was in that age. So what I always thank God for is that ability to interact with anyone, be it kids, young people, old people. I can interact with them. That has been my
very social being.
Yes,
That has been your actual gift.
Sure.
Okay, that's very interesting. So tell us about the goals that you have for Wezesha.
I'm thinking by the year 2025, I should have reached out to many youth outside here, inspired many youth, and even I just want to see a generation, someone can greet me in the street and they say, Paul Victor discovered me somewhere and now I'm here. So also I want Wezesha to be the top leading youth organization in the country. Yeah.
Okay, so you say youth, which means that youth are the actual, they're the center of this organization, right?
Sure.
And also youth are very easily manipulated. Yeah. So how do you deal with that? Because if I come today and listen to you, you're telling me about politics or talent search or whatever, and then tomorrow I'm going on social media and I'm saying something else, how do you deal with me not going the wrong way?
It's really a challenge and it requires collaborative effort with all stakeholders. Personally, I cannot do all this, so it's just a challenge to all Kenyans that it's time we change our mindset. Sure.
So what was your upbringing like? Where did you said you grew up in Siaya, right?
Yes.
So how was that for you and how has that contributed to you actually coming up with Wezesha?
I grew up in Siaya. Actually, I'm the firstborn in our family.
Responsibilities.
Yes, so it's unfortunate that my dad passed when I was still at tender age. So I grew up in the hands of extended family, relatives. And just like any other kid born in rural setup, I used to hunt. I used to hunt wild animals. I was having dogs. Yes. I really engaged in rural stuff, beat disco, matanga. I tried them. So it was an experience, a lot of fun, and also the challenges because as the firstborn, there are a lot of expectations from the family. My mom was just a farmer. She was not well financially, so it was a challenge, but thank God to yes.
Okay, so what you're saying is that your upbringing really built you up into this. It has contributed positively.
Sure.
Okay, so for Wezesha, which other platforms are you involved in? I understand you have a Facebook page. Where else can we access you?
Someone wants to join. Yes. We have a website. If you click in www.wezeshakenya.org, you'll be able to get a lot of information about us. We have an office behind Technical University of Kenya. That is Tango House, room 12. So you'll be able to interact with the office.
And now you're actually on Nandi News.
Yes.
And for Nandi News, so Paul, I also want to ask you, what is your mantra? What do you live by?
It's really what I say. I live by the power of believing in myself. That is what.
Every morning you wake up and you believe in yourself.
Sure.
You get out there and do it.
Yes.
And I want to ask you, what is your parting shot for youths out there, for people who are watching this? What you really want them to go home with?
I just want to encourage youth outside there that we got the power. In this country, you are very many. So it's upon each and every individual to decide his destiny. Yes.
Okay, interesting. It has been nice talking to you, Paul. It has been very informative. And I'm glad you came today.
Pleasure.
Welcome some other time.
Okay, thank you.
So guys, we've come to the end of the show. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for listening in. And here at Nandi News, we also offer more services. We cover political rallies, we cover weddings, we cover funerals, we cover live streaming. Any live streaming services that you need, you can contact us on nandi.news. We also have a Facebook page at Nandi News. You can also reach us on our number, which is 0721 567 031. Bye. It has been nice talking to you.